Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and we have every card made by my mom. That's right, the big reveal finally happened. It was never actually my cousin, it was my mom. So there's a little bit of a story to this. So when I originally started my channel, like 5 years ago, my mom was like, I want to make cards, and I was like, yeah, thanks so much, because I asked her, and she was really excited for it, but then when we were talking, we were like, maybe we should say it's my cousin and not my mom. But now that I'm older, I think it's awesome. Like, it's really cool that she's making cards. So yeah, I was like, finally, time for the reveal. And this is the final video for this series. So this is the last time she'll be making cards for me. And she made one final card. Maybe she'll make one way in the future. But until then, this is the last one. So I'm going to be showing every single card that she made in one video, which will be super cool. And it leads up to the end for the new one. So, the first card we have is Puffle, a Stage 1 common grass type with 200 power and 100 defense. This adorable little pineapple, which looks so cool with a little stick. And I like how the way I drew the Stage 1, like the stage was actually a diamond because diamonds represent the stage. And it wasn't something in the corner yet, so that's when I was still doing that. And it made it blend in well with the sun, so yeah. Then we have Stumper, a Stage 2 common with 300 power and 300 defense. A really overpowered card. 300 power and 300 defense is really good stats for a stage 2, and I think it came out really good. Like, I'm obsessed with the way this card looks. Like, it's so creative. I would never thought of anything like this. So, yeah, it is so cool to see all the cards. So, next up, we have Phantom Fish, a stage 2 common with 300 power and 300 defense. I always like looking at this orange dot. I know it was a mistake, but I think it looks cool. I don't know why, but whenever I see it, I always think like, oh, it adds character to the card. But yeah, this is Phantom Fish. I love this artwork for this card also. The shading with the colored pencils was so good. Let me just fix the mat. This drives me crazy. This is when I was also only using colored pencils. So yeah, we went through a phase. Before I even had Copic markers or my Spree markers or my artist lofts. I had colored pencils. Then we have Gruss, I almost forgot what I was going to say. Then we have Gruss, a stage 3 with 300 power and 600 defense. A really powerful stage 3. He's kind of like a tree trunk or a mountain type thing. And the shading is really nice on this card. And it's so creative. This looks something that I could draw, actually, when I look at it. It's, like, really nice looking. And these are the first 4 cards that my mom made for me. So, yeah. Or not really for me, but, you know, she made it for fun. And it came out really well. So, yeah, this is one of the first videos where I showed it. So, next up, the next card she made was Vomitode for this dude called Jacob Sky, which was like from 4 years ago. I don't even know if he's still on YouTube, but Vomitode was suggested by him. It was like a card contest thing where it suggests it, and I didn't know how to draw it. It wasn't weird, it was like really specific instructions for a toad, and I was like, maybe you could draw it. So, yeah, my mom drew it for me because it was like, you know, it looks way better when she drew it, definitely. I don't think I could have drawn anything this cool. Vomitode is a stage 3 rare with 100 power and 600 defense. And once per turn, you can summon one grass type card from your discard pile, and you have to discard one card from your hand. So it's like one of those big boss cards where it's like a really good card for grass type support. And this is exactly how I described it, with the bell on top and the eyebrows and the blue and the green. I remember hearing this exact description and I was like, wow, this is so much detail for what he wants the card to look like, and it's so unique. There's no way that I can't do this. So yeah, I'm so happy that she made this. And this is one of those good cards also for the grass type archetype. Well, the grass types aren't really an archetype, but it's good for grass type support. I've been working on a lot more cards recently for different type supports, like air and ice types. I made them, but then I like neglected them entirely. So I've been making so many air and ice types before set 9 ends, because set 10, I'm going to be doing some game-breaking stuff, which is exciting. And the card that my mom made for the final one's also game-breaking, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Then we have Water Sprite. I love the way she drew this. The 2 types don't have stages. Sometimes they have stages, but this one doesn't. A rare with 300 power and 500 defense. It's a grass type and a water type combined, and the artwork just looks so clean on this one. Like the little legs and the arms. And look at the little folds on the dress. I just thought it looked so good, especially with the background and everything. Like, there's just so much attention to detail on this card. Like the way she drew the rock formation going in a circle with the little tufts of grass and then the little yellow glow behind it. Absolutely incredible. Especially with the wings, the coloring for the wing. I missed this color of gray. My artist loft marker with this color of green got a bit moldy, so I had to throw it out. So, yeah, I missed this shade of green that she used for the wings. Maybe I'll get a Copic marker for that in the future. Actually, she recently bought me a Copic marker. I was so happy for that. I got a new green one. Yep, it is, what's it called? Chartreuse. Yep, chartreuse. that's a good word. Looking pretty nice. Then the next card we have is Gummy Worm, part of the Gummy archetype. So many of you wanted to see more for the Gummy archetype. Someone was like, yeah, I'll make a Gummy archetype. We'll do Gummy Worm. So it's like a separate sub-archetype in the Gummy archetype. So Gummy Worm is a stage 1 common with 200 power and 200 defense. And when this card's summoned, you can shuffle 1 Gummy card from your discard pile into your deck. You can just soak in the artwork. I'm going to drink of water right now. What every professional YouTuber does mid-video. Anyways, Gummy Worm, it's more support for the Gummy archetype. So yeah, because Gummy Gang, everyone loved Gummy Gang. Pack of Gummies turn out good. So yeah, more support for the Gummy archetype. Then we have Dimensional Rift Gummy Worm. This is one of my favorite ones for the Gummy archetype because you can still see like the background has bits of the original Gummy Worm, and same with the cracks in the skin coming through, but you can tell that it's been like distorted or something. It's like, and the shocked expression, it looks a little bit happy but also shocked. It's like, I think just the card itself just tells a story, and the background and everything here came out so good. If Gummy Worm is in your discard pile, you can play this card for free. Then we have Cyber Enhanced Gummy Worms. This was for the Dimension archetype, Gummy archetype, they're all in the Gummy archetype, and the Cyber Enhanced archetype. A stage 2 rare with 300 power and 200 defense. And when this card summoned, if Gummy Worm is in your discard pile, you gain 1 health. So this is another good card for gaining health, and another good card for the Gummy archetype. Then we have another good archetype because the backgrounds are crazy. I'm not the best making backgrounds, my mom is so good at it. So we have the Twins, a stage 1 common, 100 power and 100 defense, and this card can battle twice per turn. Hopefully I lined this up correctly. Yes, I did. Then we have Mellow, a stage 1 common, you can destroy. When destroyed, you can add Sweets from your deck to your hand. He has 200 power and 100 defense. This card is another good one. Then we have Sweets, a stage 1 common, 100 power and 200 defense. When destroyed, you can add Mellow from your deck to your hand. So this is another good card to combo with the other two. And she is another awesome looking card, a little chocolate bar. So they all connect. Look how cool is it? The backgrounds like join with each other. I'll move the other cards down. Look how nice that is. Then you join them with Fire, this stage 2 rare, with which as you can send Sweets, Mellow, and Twin. You can send Sweets, Mellow, and Twins from your field or hand to discard pile. Then all 3 of them are now in your discard pile. You can summon S'more from your hand or deck. So you need all 3 and Fire in order to summon S'more. But S'more is really powerful, so it's worth it in the end. And you can have some of them discard pile already. You don't have to send them all out at the same time for it to work. Then we have S'more, this boss one for the archetype. Let me just move them over so I have room for S'more. Look at the way it all conjoins. Look at that. The tent. Let me let the camera focus. Come on. Focus camera. There we go. The moon, the tent, the trees. It all came out so good. The background, the color pencil, incredible once again. A stage 3 of 400 power and 600 defense. And this card can only be summoned by the effect of an item called Fire. One summon gains 2 health or your opponent loses 2 health. So it's a really nice ability for gaining health, and it can really turn the game around. So let me just move all these cards aside. And then we have 2 more cards. Let me just rearrange that. There we go. Then we have 2 more cards. This was for the before the final one she made. For the Halloween cards, we have Candy Corn Ship, a stage 1 common, a stage 1 rare. Punch through the defense. I like the description. It was funny. You can equip to a creature and it can now attack directly. These black cards are so nice. Then we have Pumpkin Stack, a stage 1 rare. You can select 2 creatures on the field and stack them. You add their power and defense and use the effects of the card on top, which is a really good ability. And my mom loves making game-breaking cards like this. It don't always make sense, but it works out because it adds like unique new features to the game. And it really inspired me because I was thinking about making some of my own unique features also that are game-breaking like this. So yeah, Pumpkin Stack, definitely a good card. Let me just put these back in the sleeve. And we have the final card that my mom made. The final card that my mom made. I almost just dropped all the cards right here. That would have been not good at all. Then the final card for this, I'll take it out. I have it in like a sleeve and a sleeve. We have Armor Encasement. This card is incredible. So it's like a custom made sleeve. I have another outer sleeve that I put on it, but yeah, it looks really good. So Armor Encasement is a stage 1 ultra rare card. So yeah, I think this is the first or the second. Wait, was S'more an ultra rare? Let me check. No, S'more is just a rare. Wow. So this is the first ultra rare for the very last card made by my mom, the finale for this series. So Armor Encasement is a stage 1 ultra rare. We had fun making the name. She looked up synonyms for for shield or for what did she look? Anyways, we just put 2 synonyms for the word together and armor encasement came up. So it was an awesome name for combining 2 words and good strategy for making names. I should do that in the future. Anyways, you can equip this card to a creature, to an opponent's attacking creature, and you negate the attack. So when the opponent's creature attacks, you equip it onto it to negate the attack. And I need more cards like this because it's a good ability. And then at the end of your opponent's next turn, you summon the card inside of this to your field, and you discard this card. So basically, there's a card inside of this item card, which is absolutely game-breaking. You can see it peeking through a bit already. Let me take it out. So at the end of your opponent's turn, you would discard this item card, and you would take the creature out from inside. So let me just pull this out also. So you take these out. There's just an inner one, so you can't see through completely. And then you would summon to your field the Monarch, a stage 1. Oh, I didn't write down what the rarity is. Yeah, I think it's a rare because of the ability. It's an it'll also be an ultra rare because it matches. Actually, we don't write the rarity because we already wrote the rarity on the item cards, so they go together. Yeah, there you go. I didn't want to ruin the background because look how nice the background looks. I taught my mom how to shade with the light green and the dark green, and she went crazy. She even added yellow, and it came out incredible. And look how good the coloring looks for the orange and the yellow. And she made this card because monarch butterflies are actually starting to go extinct. They're on the list now for extinction. So this is like support for the monarchs. So yeah, I thought that was a really nice idea. And also, just look how nice the yellow and the orange look. She did so good with the Copic markers because all the other ones were done with pencil before. So it was cool to see that. And the effects of this card can only attack directly, but at the end of the turn, you discard the Monarch. So that's why he has this card, I guess. The card has 300 power and 200 defense because it will attack directly, but at the end of the turn, you discard it. And at the end of the turn, you put it back inside the armor encasement, which makes this card the most unique one in my entire game, because it uses the idea of the card sleeve to make a card, which I thought was so cool because I never even thought of making a card sleeve that had another card inside of it. So yeah, definitely my mom makes game-breaking cards, and it's incredible. So this is the final video to this series, unless she decides to make more way later in the future. Here are all the cards she made, including the 2 Halloween ones. Let me take them out of the sleeve really quick, including the 2 Halloween ones that she made right here. They look amazing. And then the final one for this series, which is my favorite one out of all of them, I think. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoying this video. And if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye, guys.